right.
So we're here in Chicago, and I'm about to do a beautiful interview here. So I have no skills in journalism, so I'm going to ask you.
You're a good conversationalist.
So, what keeps you in this business?
The passion and the people. I just the last couple of days that I've been downloading pictures and I've been seeing everybody and I've been creating content, it just really touches my heart. It's like I have so many friends in this industry. I've been doing this for like 30 years now, and it's just seeing everybody and having that connection and the excitement and the passion of this industry. It's just really what keeps me going. Like and you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
There's not many things that I look on Instagram within the hairdressing that capture my attention. But the first time when I saw you set up, which is quite new, right?
Yeah, with Beauty Hub
With the
magazine.
Beauty
Yes.
Hub, uh, I felt like, oh, that's quite special. That's like someone here has an eye, for things.
Thank
And
you.
I was like, okay. So then I wanted to find out a little bit more, and I'm really glad now that we met because at least I'm putting a face, and we met here. But one of the questions I would like to ask you, what do you think of the digital world of today?
Digital world as in AI, you
Yeah,
mean?
and also like cryptocurrency, and I know it's nothing to do with hairdressing, but cryptocurrency, digital art, and because it's part of cryptocurrency, everything, right?
Yes, yes. Well,
People don't know that, but that's the plan.
yeah, we're right now in a digital revolution.
Yeah,
It's revolutionary, changing times. You can't avoid it. You have to move with the times. And so, how do we use this? Like, how do we adapt it? How do we use it? How do we not let it take over our lives? When it comes to AI and digital images,
mm.
I think, wow, like look what's created. It's these crazy fantasy worlds, right? And can we do this with photography? Yeah, there's ways we can do some of it with photography, but I don't want AI to take away from our craft and our creativity and like the reality of what we do. So as much as I appreciate it and I can appreciate it for what it is,
Yeah.
I really want Beauty Hub to stay true to the artist, and I don't want to take that away from them.
So what you gonna do about it?
Well, I'm just going to make sure that I post images that are real, actual photography,
Hmm.
and just always promote the artist and their craft, and keep that true to my feed, to everything that I post and everything that I relate to.
Do you think by maybe creating an opposite could become strong
Creating an opposite what?
to digital, where there is no retouching at all for
Yeah,
once?
well, I mean, that could be an interesting aspect. I mean, listen, I have my app and I zhuzh my face a little bit here and there all the time
Yeah,
anyway, so it's hard to stay away from that. But it is that world of perfection that we're in, right? So
yeah,
we're sometimes over perfecting things, and there's different ways to do your retouching. There's the mannequin unrealistic
yeah,
way to the really clean and like lightly retouched.
yeah.
And when it comes to beauty, because I'm a makeup artist, I prefer the lightly retouched because,
Okay.
again, as a makeup artist and a face
Yeah, yeah,
painter,
yeah, yeah.
you want your art to show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I know that there is some countries where you're not allowed to retouch models anymore, like Norway. In Norway, you're not allowed. If you do a campaign, you can't retouch.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's
Well,
by law, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting because of diversity and because the trend or the way the world is going is that we want
Yeah,
to see real people
yeah,
and we want to see the reality.
yeah,
So I can see why that is a thing.
yeah,
Um, yeah,
yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's
But as a
another world.
photographer, would kind of lose their mind about that, though, right? Because you just automatically need to go in and fix something.
Do you know what I think about AI? I think the AI already exists in our world because I see some hairdressing competitions, especially that there's so much retouching that there's 10 times worse than AI.
Right. It's
You
true.
know
It
what I
is
mein?
pretty much AI. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
already
Yeah,
AI, so
yeah,
it's nothing new.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
in some competitions, especially like I see in the States, in Canada, still. I think good one. I think is Australia for competition. They really
They've got great style.
Yeah,
fantastic style. Absolutely.
yeah, and
Well,
it's been set up by my friend Andrew too, I believe, because
mhm.
he's done the most amazing shoots. So he's really
Oh, Andrew O'Toole.
O'Toole, yeah,
Oh, beautiful work. Love his
yeah,
work.
yeah,
Absolutely. So this is why I started Beauty in Motion Awards, because you can't hide behind digital retouching. So when it comes to video,
video,
it
yeah,
is what it is, right?
yeah,
I mean, okay, so there is digital retouching, but
yeah,
in our case, for competition purposes,
yeah.
it is 100% of what your work
But
is.
you know, when I do my collections now, I do use also retouching. Is that is completing, you know, the artwork that you're doing, 'cause it's gonna have to stay for a long time.
Right.
At least my picture, I want them to be there
Yes.
100 years. You look at them and they're still okay.
Yes.
So, and it's part of photography.
Yes.
So on the day, if you had a spot or if the hair is like a bit, you know,
Yeah,
whatever,
something small.
you can do that.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is the manipulation of a lot of hair sometimes, and I understand why people do because it's expensive. You can't cut people models' hair, so you have to use wigs. So there is limits, you know, and it's okay in that way because you're still creating that dream that we're talking about, you know, and you are creating a dream. It's not the reality, but and that should be inspiring, you know what I mean? But AI is obviously is
Total fantasy land.
to the fantasy land.
Yeah.
So
I think maybe it's useful for maybe creative direction or set design or
yeah,
something to help come up with like a
a
concept,
concept, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
just the starting point. But yeah,
and
using
then
it,
match it.
yeah, using it that way, I think
Yeah,
is quite useful.
yeah, but I think people is gonna just take bits and incorporate it,
Yeah, for sure.
and they're gonna upset models and photographers,
Yeah, what's going to happen to models,
production
photographers,
companies,
stylists, artists?
actors,
Yes, yes,
film industry, like they're on
yeah,
strike
yes,
already in
right,
America. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Changing times. Anyway, thank you again. I totally
thank
appreciate
you,
your time, and we
thank you.
will talk some more.